What is going on, guys? Pink Plays here today. I'm back with another CSR video. I'm going to be taking my Audi R8. It's colored red, pink, and yellow based off of YouTube comments. The yellow is the interior and the calipers. It looks really odd. Something I just found out, or I guess I probably showed it in another video, but you can open the spoiler on this car too, which is actually pretty sick. But oh no, I'm screwing everything up. I gotta clean it up. Come on, go down. Get out of here, door. Yes, alright. So, my R8, if it'll let me go into it, is fully maxed out. I have 5 out of 5 on everything except for nitrous. I actually have 6. And I have some fusion parts added into some of the I guess, you know, like the turbo, the intake, the nitrous, the body, the engine. I have some fusion parts added into there. Some don't help the car, so I'd recommend not doing that. And I have it tuned as well. This car does a half mile in about 14. I guess here, I'll just do a test run for you. It does a half mile in about 14.4, and it does the quarter mile in I think a little under 10 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So as you can see, this thing is kind of a beast. However, it is not the best Tier 4 car. I just got it for free, so I decided to max it out because it's pretty nice to get a Tier 4 car for free. You know, I don't have to pay the extra 500 grand or whatever to buy it. So as you can see, it goes 0 to 60 in 2.2, 0 to 104.2 basically. 154 and a quarter and 179 and a half mile in terms of speed. The quarter mile is a 9.1 and the half mile is a 14.4, but I've gotten a couple 14.35s or something like that. Top speed obviously is what you're going to do the half mile in, and so as you can see, it is a beast. The fastest Tier 4 car, if you're wondering, is going to be the GTR. The GTR is just lethal. It goes way faster than any other car. Like, you can get it down into the 13 seconds if you're tuning it right and you have the right upgrades and whatnot. And so my idea today is to do a little bit of trolling. I really wish that you could do this in online, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going into the Tier 1 regulation, and I'm going to do the pro of the Tier 1 regulation. I'm going to see if I can get out in a huge lead and then have the car pass me and then pass it again and win the race. So I'm sure that I can do this. I'm not 100%, but I don't really see how it wouldn't be feasible because I have a whole quarter mile and the thing goes like 0 miles an hour. So I'm just gonna have like the worst start in the world and probably still beat it off the line. Okay, so obviously in first, so once it passes me, it's game to pass it again. So I'm going to upshift twice, nitrous, and then just kill it. So we did a quarter mile in a little over 13 and a half seconds, which is pretty bad. But as you can see, 0 to 60 I went in 8 seconds, but I was 0 to 110, and the Heat went 0 to 60 in 5. Top speed of 94 to my top speed of 137. So I guess I'll try another little short thing here, just to show you how unfair it is to actually race a Tier 4 car in a Tier 1 like regulation race. And I'll do a race against Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4 just to give you guys kind of a basis on how, you know, deadly and lethal the R8 is. So I'll do one more kind of troll race on the Tier 1, and then I'll just kind of you know, beast through and wreck the rest of the tiers. But so for this one, my idea is to hit the nitrous like pretty much as soon as I launch. And I'm going to get up to 3rd gear, and then I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop at 3rd gear. I think it tops out at around 70 miles an hour, maybe 80. I'm not really sure. But I'm just gonna let it redline and see what happens. Okay, so 82 miles an hour. We're hopping up to an enormous lead, and we're still gaining right now. I think now is when he's starting to come back a little bit. We did the quarter mile in just over 12 seconds. And there we go. He just crossed 14 and a half. So they were going 12 miles an hour faster than me, but I went 0 to 60 in a little more, like basically about 4 seconds faster, which is pretty insane. And I never hit 100 miles an hour, and I still, ooh, I just thought of another thing. So I guess what I'm going to try to do now, I'll do it in a tier 2 race. So I'll race against a tier 1 car, legit, just so you can see how bad I actually beat them. And just for purposes of making it even worse, I'm going to race in the rookie division. So this is like one of the first things that you do. It's more or less just to get your bearings, and you even at that level, you should still kill everyone. So I'm going to race this totally legit and see how it goes. Oh my gosh, look at that lead. Watch the bar up at top. That's ridiculous. I was completely finished when they were like a third of the way there. That's insane. Okay, so 9.16, top speed of 151. I almost went twice as fast as they did in the finish. I don't know why theirs doesn't have a 0. Oh, that's why. They didn't even get to 60 while I was finished. So I assume that the 0 to 60 timer not being shown is because they didn't get to 60 miles an hour before I finished the race, which is it's a little bit ridiculous. But we'll move up on to tier 2 now, and I just want to show you, still, it's pretty unfair. Or at least I assume it is. I haven't raced it yet, but we will find out. So we'll run up on here to tier 2. I'll do the tier 2 pro, just for sake of making it a little bit more interesting. I'll try to do again the rev it up to 3rd gear and then just not shift, so stay around 82 miles an hour. And this should be a little bit closer. I think I'll probably still win, but we'll see. Alright, so 0 to 82 very fast. Looks like they're closing the gap on me ever so slowly, but they can't beat me, which is still, that's a little ridiculous that they can't just beat me in all simplicity. I beat them by more than a second, and I never shifted out of 3rd gear. So 103 miles an hour on their finish, which is obviously a lot better than tier 1. I assume if we were raced even a tier 2 car in a tier 1 race, it would be a little bit ridiculous. But my idea is to come back and do this again when I have a fully maxed tier 5 car, which I'm probably going to go with the McLaren 570S unless someone wants to see something else, because they are very expensive to upgrade. I'd rather just get it done and out of the way instead of having to buy 2 tier 5 cars. So we'll hop into a race here against tier 3. And again, we're going to do pro. I'm going to show you how ridiculous it is. So I'm going to get, how about I get all the way up to 4th gear and then I'll shift back down. So I don't know how this will go. It's playing out in my mind, but I don't really know how to explain it. I'd rather just show you what I'm thinking. So here we go. So I'll get all the way up, and then I'll shift down into 3rd, and I'll shift down into 2nd. Get there! Oh! That was so close. Darn. Well, so let's see. What was my top speed? Does it show my top? Okay, so I was going 59 miles an hour when I crossed the finish line, which is ridiculous. And I barely lost. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I didn't think in a million years that I would lose it, but I guess I just treaded too close. I had way too much confidence, so I'll have to try it again sometime and see if I can get like a photo finish. That's what I was really hoping for with this, that I'd get a photo finish, but I did shift like all the way down. So then I'll show you how it races against a Tier 4 regulation. Obviously, regulation isn't the greatest competition, so you're still going to blow them out of the water. But it does help kind of give you a basis for how fast your car is, the constant times that you can post, so that you can prepare yourself to beat the boss, which posts around a 14.1. So I did buy the Nissan GT-R, and I'm going to be using that. But I'll just conclude this race off here, hopefully with a win. Alright, well, we're out in front. There's no chance of me losing it. Don't even really have to shift into 5th, but as always, guys, feel free to like the video, leave a comment on anything that you'd like to see, any sort of game, maybe a different car, how to tune a car, anything that you want. I'll definitely be able to do because I'm really enjoying YouTube. I'll create anything that you guys would like to see. Other than that, subscribe and have a fantastic day.